Okay, everybody, I'm back again. Been about a week or so since I made my last video, and I guess right now a lot of stuff don't happen within this week and a half. Mainly, I want to talk about today the topic of Donald Trump giving clemency to Alice Johnson. Those of you who don't know what Alice Johnson is, she was the lady who was in prison, in the federal prison, for selling drugs and money laundering. That happened way back probably in the 90s sometime. And she did 20-some years in prison, but was given a life sentence. And her story was brought across to Kim Kardashian. And she went and met with Trump. And her job, well, basically she put forth a lot of effort to get this lady freed. And when they talked with Trump about it, and guess what? Trump ended up freeing her, giving her clemency. Got her sentence reduced. She ended up getting out of prison, meeting up with her family, her granddaughter, a lot of family members, and the lady's very happy. Her kids and daughters and grandkids are very happy to see their grandmama out. And first and foremost, I'm not a guy who promotes criminals' activities. I think if you do the crime, you need to do the time. And people talk about prison reform, and I think the only way to beat prison reform is to don't do the crime. Stop breaking the law. That's one thing I got to say about that. When people start talking about prison reform and blacks get more time than whites, and I tell people, for blacks, stop doing the crime. Stop breaking the law. If you're going to get railroad, don't go out and break the law. That's simple as that. But in that case, that's a whole nother subject. But in this situation right here, Kim Kardashian, she went and met with Trump. The lady ended up getting a clemency from Trump. And the thing I want to say is that he wanted to meet with Meek Mill on prison reform. And Meek Mill comes out of jail. And first of all, Meek Mill is a rapper who was on parole or probation one, and he violated his probation not once, not twice, not 3 times, but he violated 4 times. And then the judge ended up saying, okay, enough is enough, locked him away. And they started talking about prison reform, Meek Mill getting all this time. He comes out of jail, did the time, comes out, start talking about prison reform. He want to do something about it. He want to go try to get prison reform, something done about it. So Trump tells him, okay, I'm going to go talk about prison reform. Why don't you come meet with me? Guess what? Jay-Z calls him and tells him, no, don't go meet with him. So guess what Meek Mill does? He doesn't meet with him because Jay-Z tells him not to meet with him because it'll ruin your career. But the whole time you're talking all this prison reform, you want to do something about it, here's your opportunity. But you don't go meet with them. And then people are saying, well, when they're going to come from it, Trump just doing it for this. Like I said in my first video, is how are you going to get anything solved if you're not trying to meet with him to see what he's talking about? And guess what? Kim Kardashian took the time out and said, hey, I'm going to go meet with Trump. I got this lady named Alice Johnson I think need to be free. Let me go sit down and talk with him. She sat down with him, and Trump looked into it, said, okay, you know what? Yeah, she need to be free. She was a first offense. She had no other criminal background besides the selling drugs and the money laundering. Gave her life imprisonment, which that came from back in the 90s when them harsh sentences was put out, and mandatory sentences. Life imprisonment, 20-some, 30 years, some folks doing for non-violent crimes. Which, so like I said, I don't promote criminal activity. If you do it, you do the time. But, yeah, the lady had a life sentence. She was a non-violent criminal, but she still was a criminal. But anyways, Kim Kardashian went and met with him. And the girl got freed by Trump, But then people on the left still, what else you got to say? The only thing they saying now, he's doing it because of votes. It doesn't matter. He got the lady free. Walk up to one of her family members and tell her grandkids that, who are out, hey, you know what, you Trump freed your grandmama because he wanted votes. They probably gonna look at you like, okay, and that's my grandmama, she's out, I'm happy to see her. That's anybody, just think about that. That could have been like one of your your parents or something, your mom, your grandmom, or whatever you never met. She's in prison for life. Trump gives her clemency to get out, and somebody walks up to you and say, "Well, you know what Trump did that for? Because he wanted votes." Man, my grandma would look at you like, "Man, you gonna get out of my face with this mess?" You know, and this makes me think like people on the left, y'all ain't got no solution. Y'all just out here just protesting and complaining. But when the man say, "Hey, let's sit down and talk," oh no, we want to sit and talk with you now. We just want to walk around and complain all day and protest and make up these theories that the only reason why you want to meet with us is to get votes or publicity or whatever. You know, Kim Kardashian might have did it for that publicity or whatever. I'm not a Kim Kardashian fan, but I know she took interest in this and said, "Hey, let me go sit and meet with Trump." Something that you pro-blacks don't do. Something that you Black Lives Matters ain't doing. Something that you people on the left, y'all not doing. But all you're doing is protesting and complaining about this and that. But when the man say, "Hey, come on, let's sit and talk. Let's see what can we get resolved from whatever your complaint is." But then you turn around and say, "Hey, I don't want to meet with you." But what are you gonna do? Just sit around and hold up a sign? Like this NFL player hold up a sign saying you're not listening. He's listening. About that the NFL. He told them, "Hey, give me a list of pardons that y'all want me to look into." Then the NFL player came forward to look into it. No, you're just holding up a sign. You're not listening. I'm not going to. If I was Trump, I wouldn't listen to you. I'm telling you, "Hey, man, come and talk. We'll talk and we'll see what's going on." But then you're going to be childish enough to say, "Nah, I'm just going to keep on complaining. I don't want to meet with you." Because now it's all about, like I said, follow the leader. Is that you're doing whatever the other crowd is telling you to do. Okay, I don't want to meet with you because if I meet with you, then people are going to talk bad about me. So I don't want to meet with you because I don't want this crowd over here talking bad, saying I'm selling them out. So I'm not going to meet. In which this crowd over here is going to talk bad about you. They don't have your best interest at heart. Because if they did, they would say, "Hey, you know what? Trump want to talk. Let's sit down and talk. Let me lay this all out on the table to him. This is Trump. This is what I feel." You know what I'm saying? But no, you're not doing it. And Van Jones went and sat in on the Von Jones. He went and sat in on the prison reform with Trump. And when he sat in with him, you know, had some blacks giving that man a lot of backlash for that. Like, why he going to meet with Trump? He's selling it out and all that. Like Van Jones said, "You know what? No, I don't like Trump. I don't agree with 99% of the things he say or do. But this one thing I do agree with him on. Let me go sit and talk with him." But you people out there, some of you people out here, you don't agree with nothing he do, no matter what it is. It's got to be something he's doing that you say, "Okay, you know what? I kind of agree with that." But it's some stuff I see people don't agree with. It's like, dude, years ago you didn't agree with that, but now all of a sudden you don't. You do. You know what I'm saying? Just because Trump say something about it. You know, it's foolishness, you know. And he gave a pardon to that boxer, too, with Sylvester Stallone sent to him. You know, and that's the thing about it. You got non-African Americans going to Trump to get certain people pardoned. But you got all the African Americans who are doing all this protesting and complaining about this, who are sitting back saying, "Oh, I don't want to meet." And that's more like pride than anything, I say. When you're so prideful that you don't want to put your pride aside, you don't want to put your differences aside and say, "Hey, okay, Trump, let me sit and talk with you and let you know this is what I see is going on. This is how I feel about this. This is what I want to get done. Can you help us out with that?" No, you don't want to do that. You just sitting back complaining. I want to kneel. And talking about the NFL players kneeling. Like Trump said, "Give me your pardons or whatever your demands you want. Give them to me. Give me a list and me and my administration will look at it." But a lot of you people out there will say, "Hey, he just saying that just because for publicity. He's not really meaning it." How do you know if the man ain't meaning it if you don't put it to him, put his words, whatever he's saying, and put the ball back in his hand? Right now, all he did is put the ball in y'all hand. Okay, y'all doing all this protesting. Y'all got all these issues. All right, I'm going to put the ball in y'all hand. Give me a list of the pardons. Okay, and you don't come up with anything, that tells me y'all ain't got no list. Y'all ain't got no meaning behind what are you doing, whatever you're doing. You just doing it just to be doing it. Now, and you know, it's come from a lot of these leaders out there. These so-called black leaders, your Jesse Jacksons, your Al Sharptons, your specialty race baiters who get paid to go out and do this, the race bait, to make themselves seem more relevant than what they are. And that's what we're falling for. A lot of people out here falling for it. Places with listening to your celebrities. That's why I always say don't listen to your rappers or your celebrities. A lot of times they're talking a bunch of nonsense because they're going along with the next man say. You know, the next man says this is unpopular. Okay, don't do it. Or the next man say this is popular. Okay, we're gonna do that because it's popular now. You know, and that's my take on it. I'm finna get out of here on it. Enough of me ranting on about that. I'm just went on a little rant. Just something I saw for the week that was going on, and I saw that Kim Kardashian went and met with him and got the lady free, Alice Johnson, and the lady seemed like she might have changed her life while she was in there. Time will tell, but she's grateful to be out. Her family's grateful to see her out, you know. And if you're anybody out there who want to bad mouth that, you know, it's need to try to check your inside of yourself. What is really inside of you, you know. And like Trump said, sit down and meet with me, and we could talk. But if you're not willing to sit and meet, and all you're gonna do is sit up and hold signs up, but you're not gonna sit and meet with him after he said, "Hey, look, give me a list of your pardons," you know. And like he said, he willing to meet with Meek Mill, but then your Meek Mill said, I didn't want to meet with you because Jay-Z tells me not to. But you're going to give your side afterwards. No, dude, you did that because another grown man told you what to do. And that's my take on it. You know, I'm really not no big prison reform talk about prison reform. I really don't, you know what I'm saying? I really say, like I said, if you do the crime, you got to do the time. But if that's something I was really interested in, or that was me, and then Trump says, hey, I want to meet with you and talk about this, I'm going to go and take that opportunity to meet with him and talk about it and see what can I get done. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to help somebody if I just go meet and talk with them. But you didn't get nothing solved by not talking with them. You know what I'm saying? Talking amongst your peers about it is not going to get anything solved. You feel me? But a lot of people don't see it like that. They just see it as, okay, it's going to hurt my career. So meaning that you is not really that serious about prison reform in the first place. If you say that it'll hurt your career, but this is something that you're really into, that means you're more into your career than what you was into about that prison reform. You just throw that prison reform talk out there just to be talking about it, just to make yourself feel like you're relevant or you're some kind of social justice warrior or whatever, when you're really not, because you let another grown man stir you in another direction for as no Meek Mill goes. No. And that's why I figured I'd make a video on this, because I said, dang, Kim Kardashian when I sat and met with him and got the lady Alice Jones freed out. But you know what I'm saying, which that's something that Obama never looked into doing, you know. And which that's my take on it. If you like what I'm saying, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And I'm Brady Burks, and I'm out.